everyone, and welcome back to Shady Oaks Farm. So, as I mentioned in one of my other videos, I'm going to start working on the railing system for our loft and our stairs. So first I'm going to work on the loft. So the design I came up with, something simple. I'm using a 52-inch, we're going to use 52-inch posts. And what I did here is I took a, you want to call it a rabbit, some people call it something else, but anyway, I took about 1.5 inches off here, and that's going to rest on the upper deck. It'll be like this, and then I'll lag bolt it, or not lag bolt, we're going to use carriage bolts. I'll put 2 carriage bolts in here to support it. And then what I did, and this is going to take a little work, so it's going to take time to make these. So the railing system I decided to go with is I'm going to put the 2x4s in like this. So the rails will run this way from one post to the next. So it's going to take a little time to cut these. I'm using, and I don't have, the exact tools to use. I mean, I could, if I had the right set of chisels and stuff, I could probably, carve it out that way, but that's good. It'd take a long time. So I'm just going to use the chop saw back behind me and this bandsaw. I have a 14-inch bandsaw here, so I can do the top one up here pretty easy with the bandsaw, but this one down here, I got to use the, I can do the bandsaw cutting it this way, but to cut it this way here, I got to use the chop saw. And then up here, I'll just use the bandsaw for both. So again, like I said, it just sits in here like so. So that'll be my railing system. So I'm going to sit in, I just put a little bevel on top here, and then just to kind of make it a little decorative on the bottom, I put a little same 30-degree bevel on the bottom down here. So anyway, so I'm going to sit here, and I got a bunch of them to make up for the loft up there. So I'm just going to sit here and make posts tonight, and then maybe tomorrow I'll start, fastening the system together. Now I have 2 types of posts here. I'm using pressure treated up top, and then I bought some white lumber, white wood. Fir is fir posts for the stairs, but for everything else, I'm just going to use the white wood, or the pressure treated wood. I'm sorry. So I bought 10-foot posts, going to make them 52 inches, so I'll have a little bit left over, but I'm just cutting them to 52, and then I'll go ahead and put the bevels on, and then put the slots in there for the rail system. What I like to do is, I'll go ahead and screw the one end up pretty good. I'll make it a little longer, make it 53. Line here doesn't have to be perfect, but like I say, I'm just putting a nice cut edge on there. Now I've got a little bow in it, you can tell a little kick back there. You gotta be careful. Anytime you get a bow in the boards, so I'm making it 52, and then so 12 inches will be the part that gets bolted onto the rim joist, and then the other 42 inches will be above the deck. So all I do is just a 30-degree cut on here. Once you make the first one, just flip it over, and they're all the same anyway. So doesn't have to be perfect. It's decorative only. All you do is start the cut right where the other one is. That's the top. All I said is just take a little bevel, 30-degree bevel on them. Now I'm going to mark off the bottom 12 inches up. I got a resaw blade on this bandsaw, so it's a pretty thick blade. You can't really do a lot of curves with it, but you can take a 4x4 or anything else and just rip them down. Again, I'm just doing a freehand. These don't have to be perfect. I mean, I'd say, well, as long as it is and a half, you know, again, pretty close. We'll do the match up. So, this will be my template. So I use my chop saw over here just to cut the depth, so I just don't plunge it down as far. It works pretty good. So that takes care of that part. Now the fun part is cutting these squares out. Like I said, you can't get a whole lot of curve on these things, so you got to kind of plunge in there in one corner and get as much as you can. About a 3-cut process. know, there's probably been easier ways to do this. So mount the definitely a lot easier way to mount the rail, but I just thought this would be a lot easier looking. There it goes, just like that. So, you can see, just like that. So, it takes time, but we got lots of time on our hands. One down. Many more to go. Well, I'm not going to bore you doing the rest of these. As you can see, you get the gist of it. It's a tedious process, as you can tell. Say it's not the perfect way to do it, but you know, I have a table saw, but I just don't think it would even work that well with a table saw either. Trying to, unless you got a dado blade, you know, maybe, but it wasn't worth putting a dado blade on. I have an older table saw, but this will work. It's just going to take some time. But anyway, we'll go ahead and I'll cut the rest of these out, and then we'll go ahead and start working on the rail.